If you guys are wondering why you in depression, if you are in depression currently, anxiety, feeling as though you're hyped up on some kind of, whether you've taken before not narcotic, and then you go right down. A lot of you can relate, like myself, to a can of Red Bull, high caffeine, that same spike in like dopamine in your brain, and then that drop right down. And what I'm talking about is not just everyday life. I'm talking about exactly this. What you're doing and what I'm doing is being on social media. And I haven't been on social media. I've been against it. It's not something I grew up with. In my time, when I was a teenager, I had cell phones were just coming out, to have like a Nokia 8210 was the thing, We couldn't afford something like that at the time. And it had text message, and you could make a phone call from one of the networks, which the country I'm from is one or two at the time, which is now obviously grown and things have changed. But it must be said, and I would like to say it, whether you guys listen to me or not, I actually don't care, but I'm going to say it anyway. And the internet, you need to understand, was originally made and designed to be a form of information, free information, as requested. If you search and you're looking for something, it's there, it's readily available, and it was supposed to get better and better and faster for that reason, for answers, results, for basic questions. No more, no less than what you would find or look for in a library or a dictionary. But I have since learned, from an outside point of view, where you have not used social, such as myself, I have not used social media for 20 years. In a way, you kind of feel obligated, or persuaded into, I want to say, not manipulated, but by friends, by everybody. Everybody was on Facebook. Everybody was on Facebook. I could never understand going to the gym to train weights, jump in the swimming pool, steam room, sauna. Those were the good times, but yet there would be computer screens at the time. And people were more involved. They would spend 2 hours. I had already finished like a 2 hour heavy session. I was back in the day on, I'm not scared to say freaking steroids back in the day, and I was going flat out. It's not that it was right. What I'm trying to say is that there were some people that hadn't even started their workout. They were so busy posting and all of that. I said, I never want to be one of those people. So going back, not going off subject, is social media platforms. I don't need to give names. It's the big names. They're all interlinked. I've been saying that to my friends and family that are stuck in their ways, in their religious point of views, or spiritual, whichever direction you're coming from. It's all coming to one result, which is you are being manipulated. And where I've been away from it, because I said I don't want to be a part of it, I was part of WhatsApp. I was a part of it because the world kind of like, if it's not adverts on a platform that will drive you absolutely crazy until you subscribe and pay. If you don't do that, then the other tactic they'll use in terms of manipulation, but making it as though you have a choice or free will, so to speak, by doing some other things, or making what made me do this video in the first place was stuff that I had been posting. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, I've always been one for YouTube. I've got my own YouTube channel, such as where you'll find this video, and you know, I'm all game. I'm all for it. It's made a lot of people happy. It's given people information. It's given me information over the years, and also quite recently, well, about 2 years ago, with certain aspects that were happening in my life that I had no idea how to. I'd never experienced a person and situations that I was in, um, to be manipulated and under, you know, how do they say it? Pretty much direct and underhanded, whatever, insulted. It's just, you know, when you're not used to these things and you're not expecting it because you're not surrounded or have ever experienced the depth of, I don't want to use like a religious thing, I'll say evil, but to the depth of just pure darkness. It doesn't come from a good place, okay? And when you've been away from it for so long and it's developed so much over the years, apart from what you, regardless, you've got a Facebook account, you haven't logged in for, you know, since the time it was a thing, you know, 20 years ago, had an account, but never logged in, never cancelled my account. It's never really cancelled, is it? But it's all interlinked, okay? Like the stock exchange, money, currencies. I've been saying that to my father for years, repeatedly, that everything is connected. People forget that there is no rich or poorer when it comes to global warming, okay? We all breathe the same Earth's air, water. We drink the same water on the same planet. If we pollute all our water and our air, doesn't matter how much money you've got, no matter what currency you've got, Zim dollar, US dollar, pound, euro, that doesn't matter. So it's all kind of a manipulation. It's obviously all based on money, greed, and it's just, they don't give a damn what the repercussions are or effects. So, for example, they've even got people that have titles, job titles such as attention engineers, that design tools for ripping apart the fabric of our society, software that is designed, that is manufactured and designed to be is designed on social media platforms in a way where you are rewarded. When you're away from it for so long, you notice these things are a lot easier. But if you step back or stop social media, if you've been doing it for 20 years, unlike myself, where I haven't, and you have been with it and keeping up with it, whether it be from Facebook and you've seen this, up to Instagram, whatever, it doesn't make a difference. I don't need to give names. It's all the same thing. You can say, no, I don't want to link my contacts, for example, and it will link your contacts regardless what you think you said, or I said no, for sure, You can privatize your account. You can block certain users. It makes no difference at the end of the day. And I actually, back 20 years ago, I was kind of involved with, I won't say what aspect, I don't want to get into trouble with certain things, but with the casino industry, casino, and I went all over the world. I got to travel, as I say, a lot of good came out of certain, so internet, and even now, till this day, the internet has done well for people, and brought them money and happiness, and they can feed their families, their children. But most of it is not. The long-term effects, guys, is, I don't know. I mean, I'm not coming to you with a solution. There is no solution. I mean, the people with the highest IQs, as far as I know, cannot give you an answer. There is no straight, direct solution or quick fix, unless you're looking for a quick fix online, which is completely different. That's rather easy. And it's just like many of the videos I'm sure you've seen before also use as a form of manipulation, as the same as the casinos. And it reminds me of exactly that, because I was in that industry and I know the tactics, the manipulation moves that they would use to keep a person continuing with a slot machine, for example. And just the other day I picked up on it and I got so so infuriated. I don't know how to explain, like, so almost like so angry that I nearly smashed my phone, threw it against the wall. And it was all because of the one platform, I'm not going to give names, but to kind of like boost my, or expand my, exposure for my YouTube channel that I'm trying to do. Kind of like started treating me like, I noticed that immediately they were like saying, you'll be rewarded in a way. I call them like those so-called, likes and notification bells and boosting reels, boosting this, and getting treats, and it's like doggy treats. That's what I refer to it as, dog treats, because you actually paint like a panting dog and you get rewarded. Sit, and you get rewarded, and you get rewarded, and it's like a dopamine, or fix in the brain, and it's like a drug fix. Okay. And it's so powerful that somebody like myself, who's been away from it, never mind that I can see it maybe easier because I've been away from it, I still fell into that trap in the last 6 months of my life. Obviously, I've been trying, and I will succeed. I believe I will succeed one way or the other, whichever way it goes, with my channel and with what I'm trying to do. I do believe in myself. I have confidence in the channel and my words that I speak. I practice what I preach, and that is the truth. I'm going to try and not always be doom and gloom, so to speak. But I needed to first start off by telling you guys where I'm coming from. Is I do believe in intuition, feelings. I do believe in just seeing what's in front of you guys. I mean, I don't know if you guys are aware, but one of the tactics, most obvious, open, common things, but people actually like turn a blind eye, or they pull the drapes closed over their eyes when it comes to looking at your phone for views, refreshing for viewers, more subscribers, more whether your shorts or your videos, how many views, how many likes, how many dislikes. I mean, people have committed suicide from so many dislikes. Um, I'm not going to say what industries is it, but it ranges from all industries. But like it all started from, in my opinion, like the E channel, um, entertainment channel on, around the world. It was on satellite TV. Entertainment Now, when they had the Oscars, the red carpet. They make like I don't want to say names, but I have to say it because that's the perfect fucking example. I'm sorry, but like Kardashians, I got nothing against you. I don't know you. You don't know me. To be fair, don't judge a book by its cover, so to speak. But guys, come on. Let's call it what it is. Okay, it's a show. Whether it's on Disney or E Channel, it makes no difference. Okay, it's not reality. That is not reality. If you think that's reality, do what I say, which is step back, stop with your phone. See if you can even put your freaking phone down and not touch it for one full day. Unless it's work related. I mean, don't let it affect your work or whatever it is that you do for a living and income now. I'm talking about in general, like me trying to start this channel. I have spent, I can tell you now honestly, for the same result where I am now, which is in a positive, we're doing well. I'm doing well with it. I've spent a lot of hours and a lot of time into it. If you guys view my channel, my shorts, some of them may seem cheesy or funny or stupid to you, but it's I've got quite a broad audience. Excuse me. Some kids are, well, young kids ranging to people that got nothing better to do than just, hold on, let me go back to those guys, dumasani.vergos, short, and comment on this here, and maybe, not a comment, a negative of some sort, ugly words, saying just get off YouTube, or unnecessary stuff. I mean, all I'm trying to do is make the best of this miserable, realistic, miserable world that we all live in. We've created algorithms and technologies around us to create even more so like reassurance in our false bubbles and realities that we call reality. But reality and fairy tales are two different things, but we do create our own realities, and unfortunately this is a big part of it, which is technology and platforms. And I don't know, there's too much to put into one video, but what else can I say to you is, think of it as though it's like a casino and a slot machine, or as I refer to it as the dog or doggy treats, okay? And you get rewarded, okay? Those are rewards. That's what we do to our pets, our animals, even birds, which I'm against. But I mean, keeping in cages all the time, like, birds have wings to fly. let's put it that way. But anyway, that's a different time, different video for a different time. But point being is, don't be fooled with the obvious that's right in front of you. Okay, it is designed for one reason, which is for their objective, for the very few channels, very few elite. And guess what? It lands up going all back to advertisements, advertising, adverts. You pay premium on any platform to get rid of adverts. And guess what? You still have to sustain your income on big corporations paying for adverts within your content. It's so ridiculous, and we in some cases we don't have a choice. It's out of control, and a lot of people say, may God have mercy on our souls. To be honest, I think God was wearing black a long time ago, and he never looked back twice. If we were made in His image, I don't give a you know what? I don't give a fuck about anybody who has anything to say about whatever. Just don't take my shit out of context with what I have to say, what I've been saying, which is plain and simple, is that God left a long time ago. You phone up God now, I can tell you now, go straight to His voicemail. He's not around. He left. He wiped His hands clean off the human race a long time ago. Okay? So we created this mess, and we are going to suffer the consequences. And I don't feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for me. I feel sorry for the people like my age that actually do have children, that generation to come, like the people I've worked for. People that have children now, young teenagers, those poor children are going to suffer. That generation onwards. People are confident. I'm not confident. I don't have children to speak for children, but I can tell you now the future does not look good, because everything we create, we seem to eventually just destroy or use for, misuse for making money for the few elite and so forth. Sorry, it's just a lot to take in. I've seen a lot of stuff that's upset me today, and I just hope this worked and came out okay. But I'll try and post more stuff and more information, and even if it's just something you guys can relate to, like I do with some of the guys I listen to, which I'll mention later on as we go in episodes. But for now, it's late. I've had such a good day. It's just a pity I had to ruin it with getting in touch with reality. But I was with someone I consider special earlier, and it just reminds you that there's always good. There's always hope. That's part of being human. There's emotions and empathy. Without it, we are nothing. But that's also another video, another time. But we have to somehow work around technology, religion, whether aliens exist or not. Whatever you believe in, the reality is this. What we're talking about is reality, not what platform you're on now, what's going to show you next, if you're going to hit like, subscribe, comment. Reality is what we are talking about in the moment, not like in our governments and systems rambling on about pointing fingers at this party or this government, the Republican and Democrats, and geez, let's not even get started on that. Anyway, I'm getting worked up. I'm going to sign off. It's late. I'm not in the right frame of mind, but I'm going to post this. And I just hope, I don't want to point fingers like threaten, but I just hope that none of what I've said gets taken out of context for misuse and to try and make me look like an idiot or bad or something. Okay? Because quite frankly, you don't know me. And if you got something to say, you can say it in my face.